today is we're actually doing part 2 of the Diddy trial. You know, it's a continuous thing that's ongoing. It's the biggest trial of, you know, our modern life. You know, I feel like the biggest trial next to this was R. Kelly. And most of us were pubescent. We were adolescent. We weren't even like old enough to really, you know, feel the energy of that trial. So like, Diddy's our version of R. Kelly, but in a different light, in a different way. Nevertheless, like, I just wanted to talk about, and I told you guys, like, my mic's not like set up, so that's why it's just like over here resting or whatever. But nevertheless, like, let's talk about how Diddy's daughters walked out of the courtroom. Now, I feel like, should they have been there? A lot of people seem to believe that no, they shouldn't be there. I feel like yes, they should be there. I think they should be there, and they need to hear concrete evidence, arguments, see their daughter, see their dad, and his expressions, the courtroom expressions, everyone's expressions in real time to really understand the level of, you know, what's the word? Just, you know, how serious this all is. Like, I don't feel like they would get that sense, you know, if you're just watching from, you know, the behind the scenes. You're not really understanding how the role he played. And a lot of people are like, I don't understand how they could be in the courtroom supporting somebody like that. And, you know, some people are like, oh, they're supporting him because, you know, the money. And the guy, I guess, it appears money has not ran dry in all of this. It appears money hasn't ran dry. Alleged, everything's alleged based on my opinions as well. Because, you know, everyone's done up. They looking good. Everyone's looking sharp on side of his team. He has, you know, good lawyers. Because, you know, people are saying his defense team is phenomenal. So, you know, perhaps that's why his daughters are still in the background. And, you know, the mom and, you know, there were people, from what I've seen, it was 6 out of his 7 kids. I feel like they should be there. And they should hear, you know, what their dad did with another woman and several women and men. You know, it wasn't like it was you know, he's, you know, biased when it comes to gender. He's not. So I think that they should be there. Understand, like, how your dad treats other women that aren't you. And, you know, that's volumes into his character. You can always love your family member and whatnot, but it's different when you actually understand that they're wrong. They're wrong. And I hope that his daughters, you know, I don't wish any ill thing on his kids or his daughters or any family member. I just hope that they, you know, are able to really understand, like, the role their dad played in, like, Cassie's life and, you know, other people's lives. And people just want, you know, their sense of justice. And I think